Lorna Warwick is the chair of the CLL Advocates Network, and she is the director of communications of Lymphoma Coalition in Canada. Why do you think it is important to start the education of newcomers and patient advocates who are not specific in CLL support to give them this knowledge?
So we start with the basics just because of what you said. Some groups are doing lots of different things, and CLL is not their only focus. So this allows them to learn some more about what we're doing, to understand the disease and the key issues that our patients are facing, not only in how they are diagnosed, but in how they are treated. And when we talk about the new guidelines that come from the International Working Group on CLL, we want to provide a baseline of what everyone should expect in terms of their diagnosis and care when they are facing CLL wherever they live. So that's what the IWCLL guidelines do. And if patient advocates aren't able to understand what the requirements are within those, then they don't know what they should be asking for locally to ensure their patients are getting the best care. So we want to give them that information so that they have a great focus, they have a good starting point, and they know if they then evaluate what is happening in their own countries versus what the guidelines recommend, where they should be focusing their efforts to make change.
Besides the medical empowerment, where else do you see the strength of the education part of this conference?
Well, what we're doing besides just offering medical sessions is talking about advocacy and talking about what organizations currently are doing really well. So who has some great activities within CLL that are really benefiting patients in their local countries? And if they can teach others about what they're doing, maybe other countries can start doing something similar and be able to increase the scope of programs, materials, all kinds of different things that they can offer to their local patients. As well, we're trying to teach our advocates the best ways to work with government, to work with bureaucrats, to work with doctors at different levels so that we can engage the patient voice. So we can make sure what is really important to our CLL patients is included primarily in all kinds of different decisions. So if a researcher is going to decide what is a best new drug for a CLL patient, then they should know what is important to a CLL patient, because sometimes it's not the same thing as what the doctors think. If you're going to advocate and get new treatments available for your patients in your country, you have to understand, again, with that new treatment, what is the medical need that it addresses, but how does a patient tolerate that treatment? How do they take it? Is it really the best choice for the patients locally? And how are you going to fight for it? You're not going to know unless you understand the processes and the best ways to do it, as well as the medication that's being offered.